Get my background going.
Get your background going? All right.
Yeah.
Trees
all like
time.
that.
So, are you? Sorry, I was going to say, when you going? Are you going to do the Manowar background, Jerry?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So Jerry today is a Manowar groupie, and no, okay. But yeah, welcome to this edition, the Halloween spooky edition of Under the Eyes of Zzahsh. I am your dungeon master. I'm David S. Dungeons Man, and I'm here to level the hell out of you. All right, that's all I got. That's the whole bit I have.
It's good.
We clearly have our Michael. I don't want to be insensitive, so you please tell us.
Who? What? No, I'm just kidding.
This is how I dress every day.
This is my Subutai inspired character guy. So mustache, I got him. I have a bow somewhere, hats, and then next to Conan right here.
Yeah, we got Conan down at the bottom of the screen here.
The eyes of Crom!
Four Winds laughs at your Crom.
And we have a rather distraught Andrea today.
I'm just really confused.
This was good.
Oh, that was good.
That wasn't bad.
Yeah. Good. Take 3. Just kidding.
Yeah. I need a cigarette.
Yeah. Couple more thousand takes of that, please. Yeah.
Very nice. So I think last we left off, you had your first encounter with actual agents of Zzahsh, and had vanquished them along with a few of their bugbear cronies, taken one hostage and effectively offered him a job as being your new houndmaster.
Yeah.
And during your long rest, you could hear him rustling with these Doberman pinchers, kind of trying to tame him. He's not doing a very good job of it, but it looks like he's gonna get it sooner or later. But the rest of you kind of rested up on the other side of this iron door, knowing that behind the iron door would be the whatever else is going on down here with regards to these wizards you've been hunting, these agents of Zzahsh.
And we could not get the door open.
Well, you hadn't tried to open the door yet.
Okay.
I don't believe.
We did.
No,
Yeah.
It's barred on the other side. That's right. It's barred on the other side.
Yeah.
You did manage to unlock it, but it is barred on the other side.
And we had the dude, right? I'm sorry, the
guy, the bugbear.
Yeah, he technically joined our.
You conscripted them.
Yeah, it's one way of putting it. Okay, I don't know, guys.
We could try to damage the door again, and or I could try to charge it. But I hurt myself last time.
yeah, you did.
We checked the room for other passages, right? And Kiln didn't know another way.
I don't know. Did we check the room for secret passages?
No, you did not. You inspected the bar.
Yeah,
there was that, and you piled the bodies upon what you defecated on.
Right.
So I mean, you did some due diligence, but you didn't do all the due diligence. Or maybe you did your due diligence.
More bond should check for traps. All bond should check for traps.
Andrea's killing me, man. That's too good. It's
so
killing
good
me because it's it's too good.
Let Moorbarn through. Let's see what I can.
Oh, maybe you can squeeze through the door.
Well, since you're a rogue, you wanna see if you can do some roguish shit and see if there's a trap door somewhere.
Yep.
Okay. Moorbarn, give me an investigation check.
You got it, dude.
Oh, now you're Michelle from Full House. Gotcha.
14.
14. Okay. So you start kind of scrounging around a little bit. One thing you do notice is that this the booze shelf essentially. You start kind of noticing there's like some kind of like weird like fresher marks around it. Like there's like it's not the wear on it is not distributed evenly. We'll say.
You said the booze shelf?
Yeah, so there's the bar and there's a shelf behind it.
Yeah.
What's that called? I'm not a bartender.
Booze.
Michael,
Right.
what's that called? The booze, the shelf with all the booze on it.
Yeah,
The booze
shelf.
shelf.
I mean,
Shelf,
Boo
okay.
shelf.
Okay, I got it right first time. Awesome.
So I push aside some of the bottles.
Okay, so you start moving the bottles over to the bar, no problem.
Yeah. And I noticed that the shelf can actually come off pretty easily.
Yeah, it pulls off real easy.
She's
And-
found something.
Yeah, behind there it looks like a real like maybe a hastily put up like
So
barrier.
yeah, you start kind of messing with the panel on the back of it, and you're noticing it's a tad loose. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Tyralus,
Yes, you found
Bring
something, Morbarn.
bring me your hoof.
Oh yes, and I
Clop,
Walk
clop,
over.
clop.
face my butt back. I'm gonna back kick it.
Okay, you're gonna kick in.
Hopefully
Can't
you
bring
don't
him anywhere.
touch
All
the
right.
men.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
I imagine this like centaur going into a bar and telling someone this drink sucks, and then like back kicking the freaking bar.
Bring me another.
Another
Yeah.
one. So yeah, you go up and you back kick the shelf. The shelf splinters pretty hard actually under the force, and as it does, you notice that there is like kind of a rough smell, we'll say, coming from behind the bar now. Like it's a lot. Like this place smells kind of rough, but there's more of like a dank, more rotten smell, like decaying smell versus like rotten shit smell in the room right now. There's more of a decaying smell.
A foul stench emanates from this crevice of rot.
Sounds like a Morbarn job.
More,
Be
more,
careful
That's going
of
to be
that.
our Charlie work name. It's Charlie. It's more barn work.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, Morbarn, you go up and you kind of like look at how this shelf's all destroyed. It was pretty well made. Now it's just gone. But you notice that the back panel of it, which you saw was loose, is now very loose and has a hole kicked through it pretty well. And you can see that like it looks like there's like some sort of passageway or some sort of opening behind it. You're gonna have to clear it out for sure, but you could definitely kind of. There's something behind it.
All right. I don't really have any weapons to like to break it down, so maybe just attack
You
it.
can pull it. Like you can start pulling the crap apart. I mean, it's broken
I'll just
wood.
start pulling it.
Yeah. So you start kind of pulling the wood out, pulling what's left of this panel out, and you can see that there's a pretty good size crawl space for most of your friends. So definitively, absolutely, Trouncer could not fit through it. There's just no way possible.
Of course.
Absolutely not. I mean, you have to break some serious legs to get him through. The other people, as long as they're normal size, could all kind of crawl through it, much like Lance Hendrickson through a crawl space in Aliens. Right? Now you could easily make the crawl, no problem.
Okay. Hey guys, so there's a passage through here. Unfortunately, Trouncer is not able to make it. So should the three of us or two of us go? And Trouncer and someone else stay here,
Yeah,
perhaps?
Kiln and I can stay here by the door. Maybe it leads around.
Yeah, and by all means, Norovar is still sleeping
Okay.
through all this. He's like,
Alöndrea, are you sensing anything?
I will go with you. I feel like together we can make it through a bit easier than if we separate.
Mm-hmm.
okay.
Cool. I'll go.
Okay, so I have Dzog, Chen, Alöndrea, and Morbarn. So this is a very narrow passage, so I would need to know what order you're going in. Who is the spearhead?
Well, since
Morbarn. Oh, sorry.
yeah, I was about to say yeah, I'm with Freiburger. I would say Morbarn would definitely be first.
All right, yeah,
Right.
Morbarn, you definitely have the most speed in here and the also probably
If
the
not
most
first, you're
awareness.
last.
I'll take flank as well as a healer.
Okay.
Okay. So, Morbar, you just kind of get in there. It's not much different than like crawling through. You have your weapon you have your sword at the front as you're going through. It's not much different than like crawling through, say, like the whole of like someone that like you had some friends in your village that lived in trees or whatever it is. It's not much like different than crawling through like the little burrow hole to get in there. So you managed to, although this isn't quite as clean, you can definitely tell that there's like some scum that's kind of like started living on the walls and whatnot. It does make you a little nervous initially because you're thinking you're not sure you're still kind of weary of the oozes, but this is definitely not big enough to be the oozes. You crawl through it a bit, and you're pretty sure it's not going into the room that door would go into. It seems like it's going much deeper.
Well, I mean, we need to figure out a way to get to either come around and see how far it goes, because we can't leave Trouncer. So,
Yeah.
maybe, I mean, ideally there'd be a way to go around and like unlock one of the doors. That seems to be pretty.
I kind of assumed that's what we were trying to do. If the door was unlocked and barred from the other side, we should definitely try to figure out how to unbar the door.
All right. Well, let's just keep on going and see how far.
So
this is gonna
you keep on crawling. Dzog Chen is a little, and Alöndrea a little heavy to get through this, but you start moving ahead more, Barn. And as you get up ahead, it's still dark, but your dark vision is kicking in, and you're able to kind of at least make out the outline of the place and such like that. You kind of get on through, and you can see that it essentially dead ends. But the back wall is not stone. It looks like it might be some sort of wood or some sort of furniture item, which would make sense based on what you saw in the previous room.
Can we punch through?
Well, yeah. What do you want to do more, Mark? So you kind of see this panel up ahead, like people trying to like.
I mean, we're just gonna have to keep. I'm gonna check to see how if it's going to collapse, if we keep digging.
Dzogchen, with your dwarven insight, you know this is not going to collapse.
Okay.
It's not a very big tunnel. It's not taking it is taking a fair amount of weight, but it's such a small opening that like it's not going to collapse. It isn't like you saw some of the other previous openings and you're like, those would have a better chance. The ballroom had a better chance. So you feel pretty secure in here, honestly. It's very makes you feel very at home.
Okay.
But yeah, Morvan, you go up and you kind of feel this wood panel. It does feel like a little loose.
Okay.
You fiddle with it for a little bit, and essentially it kind of like lifts up a little bit and it starts moving off to the right.
We can get through here, fellas. So I'm just gonna lift that bar and maybe kind of burrow,
I'm gonna suck in my gut.
So yeah, you lift up this panel. You feel like it lifts off the ground and kind of moves off. Directly in front of you, you can see what looks to be like another piece of wood, but it seems like it's like a crate. It's kind of built to be a crate, but it's all you can really see. But it looks, I mean, it's a crate. You're pretty sure you can just kind of push it aside.
Right. Should I
Just that?
just keep picking at it? And
Yeah. So you go up and you push the crate aside. It kind of like you due to you're strong enough to kind of lift it a little bit to like not make too much noise with it, but instead of scraping it along the ground. But you do manage to kind of push it off the side, and you can see that this goes into a storeroom of some sort. There's like several crates in this room. In addition, you do see a door off to the on the right side of the room.
Okay. All right. I think this is the best. This is a great discovery. We actually made it into a room. Do we want to look at any of the crates or check?
The room is absolutely 100% not lit. It is.
Well, I will go ahead and just touch my shield and light everything.
So Alöndrea's shield lights up, and you kind of the room comes to life. Your shield, your light spell gives more than enough light for the entire room. It's quite now. This room is lit, and the party can begin.
Is there anyone else in here?
No.
Okay.
It looks like a storeroom. What's interesting though is all the crates are actually fairly fresh. They're not like leftover. Once the light kicks in, you can tell these are like recently used crates. They haven't been sitting here. They're not in disrepair. They're pretty active.
Yeah. Make sure that we're listening, because I have a feeling that this is a room that is in use constantly.
Okay. Does someone want to go and watch the door?
Go through, check out that door.
Okay. The door.
I'll watch the door.
The door is not locked. It's not barred. It looks like you can open it pretty easily. But there's probably about 10 crates in this room of varying size.
Well, before we look out this door, however stealthily we're going to try to do that, let's check out everything in here first.
Okay.
But I'll stand by the door and listen.
Okay, so Dzog stands at the door kind of listening. Alöndrea is lighting the room up and can certainly help with a free hand. Or you just put your shield down and light the room up like a very large glow stick.
Whatever works.
Morbar, and you're kind of like digging around a little bit, looking at crates. Do you want to start with the biggest, smallest? Do you want to look for anything specific?
Money.
So you start kind of poking around. See, Morbar has come to the realization that money can be exchanged for sherry.
And favors. I'm catching on.
Yes. So you kind of start poking around the room a little bit and looking at some of these crates, and Alöndrea helps you kind of open up some of these. You lift off the first one. It's probably mid-sized. You lift off. You can see that it's full of straw. Looks like packing stuff, and you can see that it's actually a little bit sunken in that you're pretty sure stuff has been taken out of here.
Oh man.
Bring the straw back.
Do you want to look at the next one, or do you want to dig through the straw?
No. I mean, it definitely looks like that's just packing material for whatever was inside. This doesn't look very good. What could they possibly be trying to unpack?
Godflesh.
Godflesh.
Fuck. I think we found the storage room for something important. Are they all empty?
This one, like you said, it's full of straw. You can close it up, or you just leave it open. You go on to a next one. Do you want to go to a bigger one or a smaller one? This one was about mid-size, so about 3 feet cubed.
Yeah, let me try to handle one that is more my stature, so a little bit smaller this time.
So you go to a smaller one, and this one it doesn't have a hinge on it, so you're gonna have to crack it open.
Okay.
I think you might have.
I have some little tools. I think.
Yeah, I think you do have a crowbar actually. Yeah, you have or no, you don't have a crowbar. You're not the person that's a crowbar. But yeah, you can go ahead and use your dagger to kind of jimmy it open, and you take a second to open it up. It's not too hard. You crack it open, makes a little bit of noise, but not too bad. And inside this one, though, specifically, you see it laying with 3 bottles that are in this kind of straw. Each of the bottles is fairly colorful, actually, in terms of the liquid within inside. And they're vials. They're about yay big. They're not not a bottle of Jack Daniels, but it's they're vials or various size.
Have I seen anything like this before? Is it recognizable at all?
You're fairly positive they're potions of some sort meant for imbibement, but you're not sure what kind or what types they are. They're a different kind of you can tell there's some stuff inside of them, in terms of there's liquid, but also there might be some solid matter inside of them.
They fit perfectly inside my little bag.
Okay, you take all 3 of them. Okay. One of them kind of makes a noise when you pick it up, there's something pretty solid in it that hits the side of the glass.
Uh-oh.
Weird.
Yeah.
Does anyone else want to take a look at what I just found? Is anybody
no,
familiar with
I'm
little
hanging at the door.
like this?
I don't
Yeah,
know where I am.
I'll come to investigate. And
So you
But I'd come.
pick up this one Alöndrea, and it's kind of got like, it's kind of a brownish, like a yellow brownish color, like almost a little sickly looking, and you're kind of holding it up to your shield light, and you're looking in it, and you see this kind of like initially you're kind of taking it back because it's this kind of crescent, like almost moon-like shaped item inside of it. It's pretty good size, but the bottle's about this big, but the item inside of it's about like this long, and it's kind of a crescent shaped. And you're looking at it, and then make a medicine check real quick, or nature, your choice, Alöndrea.
let me see.
Probably medicine. You got +6, so that's pretty damn good.
Yeah.
$14.
14. Okay. You're looking at it, and initially you're not you initially kind of look at it and you're like, oh, maybe this is like a crescent moon strip thing, but it's kind of weird. Then you start seeing the imperfections of it, and you're realizing that it is a rather large toenail.
Oh well.
Oh
Just
my
kidding.
God.
Like no, well bigger, a toenail bigger than like a bugbear's toenail. Like I mean, we're talking like the toe would be like this wide.
Oh shit.
If I'm not mistaken, I believe this belongs to the toe of a giant creature unlike we've ever seen.
Yeah, that seems obvious. That's a good guess. I agree with that assessment.
Oh, that's Dominic. Sorry, Dominic's in here now. I didn't know Dominic was here yet.
I like how you weren't sure. You're like, who's that voice that's actually playing now?
Oh,
We got
I
hacked.
just-
We got hacked. Shit.
yeah, I just assumed. You know,
I'm gonna type something in the
let
window.
me get you in here real quick, Dominic.
No problem.
Thank you for joining us here and transition into it. And there's Dominic Norovar.
Ah,
Norovar, you wake up into a room that is full of corpses, a now very smashed up bar back, like a bar, not bar back, like a bar, booze shelf. And you and just Trouncer, along with your new bugbear friend Kiln, along with 3 dogs, being the only thing alive in here. Everybody else is like gone. I'll allow Trouncer to explain it to you.
Well, look who's woken up from their sleep, the
what
slumber.
happened?
Well, while you were dozing, Morborn found a hidden passageway behind a shelf, and they all went forward. It was too small for my muscular body, so we wait here.
That's true. You do have a muscular body.
Thank you.
I've often thought that your musculature must get in the way of doing many of the things you choose to do.
I think
does,
Dominic's been
it does.
looking at too much of the Centaur erotica I've been sharing lately.
You're looking at my rump.
Now the two of them are finally alone.
We have killed here.
No, it's really just an admiration for a fellow friend.
Yes.
So
Bodybuilders,
they
gotcha.
all left.
Yeah.
They all went down the tube. Did any of
Yes.
them get ready? Like, I don't know.
They were prepared. They're trying to go around to unbar this door that we wait for.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'll just ready myself. I look
Unless
over
we-
the bugbear and I'm like, so do you ever get like fleas and shit?
So yeah, you go to Kiln, and you see Kiln is like wrestling with his dogs constantly. Like he's trying to actually like teach the dogs to submit to him. And you can see that he has like his thick forearms have been bitten up over the night as he's been kind of playing with messing with these dogs. He doesn't seem to mind too much because he's a big dude. He's got these thick bugbear arms, but he's like you told me to tame these dogs. I'm trying to tame them. Leave me alone. And like
Your approach is all wrong. You need to
Well,
be
you're
kind
clearly
to those
doing terrible.
animals.
I have a bit of animal handling. Can I try and help?
yeah, sure. Give me an animal handling check.
Show him some pointers. He's too rough with them.
I can tell they're dogs.
Okay.
I rolled a 5.
Okay, so you look at the dogs and you're kind of like, maybe you should just back off. Maybe they are just kind of mean dogs, you know? But he's definitely trying Killen has definitely seen his second chance in life here and is going forth with his efforts to tame these dogs for you. It'll take him a while, but it's a trial. It's a trial by teeth, we'll say. So
might have not been the best job to give him. Can't believe I slept through that.
Yeah. You could follow them if you want through the passage.
Yeah. Yeah, Trouncer simply couldn't fit, was the problem.
I'll stay with Trouncer for a minute, just in case. Just in case something. It's like the three of them should be able to handle anything. I mean, between the three of them, you have sort of a logical thinker with that new cleric. You have Braun with Dzog Chen, and then you have pure chaos with Morbarn. So let's see what happens.
Hey, man, Morbarn's pulling it together here. It's pretty impressive.
Right.
So let's go back to the tip of the spear, Morbarn. So and Alöndrea. So Alöndrea, yeah, you do find this potion that is clear with a rather large toenail in it.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw that in my bag.
Okay, so you have the toenail. You have the toenail potion. Morbarn, you have two other ones that are of various colors. But you guys have three of these potions now. And Alöndrea, I'll put that potion on your sheet for you.
Potion of toenail growing.
Are toenails like super powerful in D&D?
Sometimes they imbibe potions with toenails, and maybe it'll give you strength. That's what I predict.
It makes your hair shiny.
Okay.
You think this happens naturally?
Yeah, exactly. This doesn't just happen. I have to confess to you, by the way, everyone. I realize that having a beard is awesome if you tie a really shitty knot on your tie.
Oh.
Yeah, I tied my tie really quickly.
Oh, nice! You can hide it,
so you can't tell it. It looks like
nice.
shit. It's a crappy tie. It's a crappy fucking knot, dude. I'm embarrassed.
Single or double Windsor?
Yeah,
it was a single. So
That's your problem. You got to go double.
Yeah.
you gotta go.
Right.
You gotta go clip knot.
Always.
clip tie. Yeah, I should go
Clip timing. Yeah.
Although I do have a cool little sword clip.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So and my this is, by the way, this is an official Dungeons and Dragons tie, guys.
Really?
Is it really?
Yeah, it has the tag on the back and everything. It's pretty lame. Yeah, there it is.
It's pretty lame.
That's why I paid the money for it, was the label. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, so yeah, Morbarn, you do find some potions, and not a bad haul actually. Like you're like, oh shit, like I mean these are worth money for sure. You don't know what they do, but you know at the worst they're worth a few bucks.
Nice.
You could turn a little bit of liquid into a lot of sherry. We'll put it that way.
Yes.
That's economics.
Yes.
Technically.
Sure.
Okay.
Technically.
So yeah, what else do you guys want to do? And Trouncer and Norovar, you keep on hearing. You heard like something being pried open. It came through that tunnel that's in the wall. You could hear something being pried open.
Okay. That must be them. I hope. Oh, by the way, there's a foul stench that emanates from this passageway. Like
There's a foul stench in the room and from the passageway. It's just a different type of stench.
You might have noticed
stench coming from
the hole
where our friends went, or from our friends.
Yeah, it's like they kind of
or
said.
did you
like,
crop dust the
really
room
mentioned
again?
that, like it's full of like scum, like it's decaying crap in there.
That was not me this time.
Are you sure? I mean, you've been known to crop dust situations in which.
It's true. I wouldn't do it while you're sleeping, my friend.
I think that you would.
All right.
No, never.
So Morbarn and Alöndrea, you guys are continuing examining this room.
Yeah. Can I go ahead and open the big box?
Yeah, sure. You open up the big
baby.
box, and it takes a bit of effort to open this one up. To be clear, it's going to make some noise.
Fuck.
I mean, we're talking like a crate that's like 7 feet tall by 3 feet.
All right, I'm gonna turn around to the party. Perhaps let's try to open the door first before we get to this crate, because I feel like it might make too much noise to try to get into this, and we might attract unwanted guests.
Okay.
Read.
Can I try to open the door?
Yeah, you crack the door open, no problem. You kind of look through.
Okay, what do I see?
You see a room that's actually like lit. Like there's actually like torches burning in there. They've been burning for a while. You don't
Okay.
see anybody in the room, from what you can see.
Okay.
It looks like a series of kind of. You do see a few open crates in there. You can see that there's been straw scattered around the floor and everything too. It looks like this is where they were kind of like actually opening them up and going through and sifting through them. But there's nobody in the room. You're welcome to make a perception check though if you want to try to actively listen to Jerry.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. 1 second. I always forget that there's dice in this game. Okay.
That's how my medicine roll was. I was like, oh, my dice.
We call them math rocks.
Math rocks.
Oh, and I have 1 second. God damn it, stupid dice.
What's the line? That's like the description of dice goblins. I'm a dice goblin. Math rocks go click clack.
Well, that's a mighty 9. What does that get me?
Okay. So yeah, we had to do our fancy critical role reference there. All right, that's the name of their group, by the way. If you don't know, Jerry's the Mighty Nine. So you go ahead and take a listen through, and you kind of like peek through, and you don't hear anything. It seems pretty quiet.
Okay, I think we're good, guys. Fuck it, let her rip.
All right. You open the door with a little less caution here, and you look through it, and yeah, there's no one in the room. Just some crackling, burning down torches that look like they have maybe like another 20 minutes on them. And you can see the room is like open. You do see though to the right, Jerry, there is a door with a bar on it. You're pretty sure it's the door that Trouncer and Norovar are on the other side of.
Yes.
Okay. I do our secret knock.
Okay. Trouncer, Norovar, you start hearing a knock occur that you have no idea. This doesn't sound anything familiar to you through the door.
This,
You hear that?
yeah,
Could it be them?
it could. I mean, it
Who would
has
know?
no rhythm, so it might be literally no meter to this at all. Like it's not even like 7/8.
Sound-
It's like ridiculous.
It sounds
have
like
my-
someone's beating a door with a steamed ham. Sorry, yeah, that'd be go ahead.
You
do
think
the ham
you
thing.
think they might be fighting? That might be what it is. Should I knock back?
Yes. Good plan. I'll hold a shield and my trident behind Norovar.
I knock back, but I try to do how the knock happened to us, but I do it in time correctly.
Okay. So you do it correctly. All right. And so
Yo,
yeah,
Knox.
you kind of rewrite this beat, and Zzahsh, you hear like a much more consistent rhythm of a knock on the other side of the door.
Okay, I'm like, this must be them.
Okay.
So I open the door.
All right. So you lift up lift up this rather large piece of wood off of it. Open up, and the door just kind of swings open. It's been disabled by Morbarn, and there stands Norovar and Trouncer.
You couldn't have woken me up.
Look tired, my friend.
He was in a deep sleep, wasn't he not? Wasn't he? Yes.
Good
job.
Crop dusting.
He was.
Smells in here.
I
Can
feel
we
like,
tell
I feel
the
like if
bugbear not to work with the dogs? He's clearly getting chewed up like a beef jerky.
he's like, I'm making progress.
Yeah, sure you are. Come on.
Yeah, I hear you're not supposed to wake a paladin in REM sleep because they might smite you.
Very, very dangerous.
Very dangerous.
Yeah, I mean,
Smite
A thousand
I
times.
can't confirm or deny that. However,
We smite it, dealt it.
I think the dog thing might be a pointless endeavor with the poor bugbear, but
All right. We have to make time, as I'm sure that
They're
some
preparing.
people have been made aware of our presence as we've been
So-
rested.
Yeah.
First things first. Now that we're all together, we had found some crates that contain some rather interesting things, and there's a large one that I would like to investigate further now that we have our full party.
Yeah,
Yes.
you're pretty sure it wouldn't make enough noise to disturb anybody else down here, just the room next to it, which is clearly empty
Yes.
of people.
I,
So
I can pry it open with my trident if you like, or javelin.
Anyway, let's just
So
see
Trouncer
what's
goes up and
inside.
starts ripping this crate apart, and this large crate, as you rip it open, it comes open, and you notice inside of it is a set of like sculptures. Is the best way to describe it. They look like they're made out of like solid iron, but they're amongst a bunch of straw.
Ah, I hate art. Sculptures. And I eat some straw. I eat the hay instead. Take a look at this.
Man, that's just giving it the stereotype. Okay,
I'm kidding. But
I wouldn't
it's
put
a
it past him.
sculpture.
Don't let him
Something.
shame you. Don't let the DM shame you.
You're gonna be-
Trouncer, if you want to eat hay, you eat hay.
Just a little bit. What? This appears to be some iron statue or thing. Finely carved, I assume.
Do you want to pull the straw out, or like do you want to pull the pieces
Yeah,
out?
I'll kind of like move the straw around. Oh, I don't want to touch the statue though.
Okay. So you take the time and you take some time and you pull apart, and inside of it is a pair of we're talking like 5 feet tall, like sculptures out of iron of legs.
Of legs?
Yeah, like humanoid legs.
This is strange indeed.
Seems
Are
like
they
magic.
hollow? Are they hollow inside?
Do you want to touch them to pull them out and look and see if they're hollow?
I'll ask the party. Should I pull these legs out to examine them closely, or do we dare not disturb them?
I don't see any point in messing with these. I say we just continue on.
Yeah, this was a really hard point for me not to make a Christmas Story reference.
Let the steel legs lie then. Good call.
I do have these potions that maybe could do something.
Yes, perhaps the giant scale potion might have some effect.
Yes. I'd be afraid to animate this thing, whatever it is. Clearly, they didn't finish building this statue, this craftsman. Or there's a legless giant roaming these corridors.
Legless giant.
Legolas.
Missing
no
one
toe.
toenail. Missing a toenail.
All right,
Legolas.
Yeah.
can we try to use that potion?
The toenail potion?
Yeah.
Who
wanna
wants to
drink
use
it?
it? What do you mean use it?
On the leg.
You just want to gulp it down?
Consume, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you
Wait.
quaff the potion, Alöndrea.
You must
just
swallow
drink-
the toenail.
Wait, you just saw a giant toenail in a bottle and you just drank it?
Yeah.
He held it for a little while.
Make him buff.
I have
Thanks
a
for that
medicine
clarification, Morgan.
+6 check, Dominic.
Hey,
Okay,
you
let's
got-
watch his toenails closely.
Alöndrea, you consume the potion.
Let's watch this
And
toenail
as you drink it,
closely.
you notice too that as soon as it kind of touches your lips, the toenail actually begins to dissolve into the liquid down your throat. And you're kind of standing there. It doesn't taste good. Like it smells kind of bad, honestly. Like it's kind of foul. Like a I'm definitely the toenails. The toenails definitely have a fungus issue.
I'm going to step back away from
And
Alöndrea.
you're kind of standing there for a second, and
I just have my popcorn.
you feel like your arm is a little tighter than it usually is, and you actually feel like one of the around your bicep, one of the rings that's holding it together kind of like snaps, just one little ring.
I feel this happening and I shed all my heavy armor off, my plate armor.
So you guys have seen Alöndrea, like, you haven't seen Alöndrea, like, I don't say nude, but like without like armor on, but a lot of you are kind of looking at Alöndrea and you're like,
You could say nude. I got
yeah,
nude.
you're like, I mean, Norovar, you were admiring the Trouncer's physique earlier. You see
I was
Alöndrea.
really, that
just-
was more of a joke, but okay.
Well, it's hard not to because he's almost naked most of the time. But anyways, but you see Alöndrea, like, I mean, has arms like, I mean, it's full on Conan Schwarzenegger
Yeah.
as peak. Like he's cut the fuck up.
You grow in strength.
I could look like that if I
I'm
like.
coming.
I could look like that if I like worked out more.
Alöndrea,
Clear.
you look at your arms and like they are thicker.
I bet you could lift one of these, both these iron legs with one arm. Try it.
You start doing curls,
Yeah.
iron legs.
Yes, I'll take an iron leg out.
Okay, you pick up this iron leg, and it's like you know that normally you'd have to lift this up with 2 hands or 2 arms. You pick it up, and like you can almost curl it.
Is it hollow?
It looks real cool.
They are solid.
They are solid.
I mean, it's a heavy leg.
All right, I'm gonna hold on to this leg and let's continue
Okay,
while
so
we
you
have
pick up the
this.
leg like a club, and you have your
Yeah,
armor shed.
awesome.
Oh yeah, do you want to put your armor back on? Dude.
We should probably pack that for him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna. Yeah.
Okay, I'll put it into my
Trouncer!
side bags.
Okay, so you put the iron leg into your it barely. I don't know if it'll fit in the haversack. It's actually pretty big.
Oh no, I mean I'm gonna take his armor for him and put it
Okay,
in
so you put the armor in the
haversack.
haversack, no problem. That folds up. Okay, so yeah, so Alöndrea, yeah, you're walking around like, I mean, beefy, feeling pretty blessed now. What else? Okay, so what else do you guys want to do?
I'm gonna look to the party and I say, I feel like the potion is giving me the strength. We might as well take advantage and heat forward and try to see if we could catch up to these wizards.
Onward!
After
What
you,
are you
naked
saying,
cleric.
large naked buff man? Let's do it.
Yeah.
Well,
And with my chest held high,
yeah.
I walk forward as if nothing could push me off of my what the word is, the word I'm looking for. Damn it.
Pedestal.
Nothing. Yeah.
Oh, excuse
sure.
me. No, I'm just kidding. Hi, horse. Ah. Oh, yes, I'm impressed by him. Yes.
I look at Dzog Chen as everybody walks by, and I go, every time I think that this party can't get more crazy, it does. And I'm just sort of holding on with both hands at this.
I find it exhilarating.
I thought you might.
You kind of so you go back into the one room that had the door to the previous room to the bar, and then you can see there's another door going to on the opposite side.
Opposite way. That's
Yeah.
where we're going.
Yeah.
But once again, this room looks like they were unpacking a lot of stuff in here. You don't see too much in terms of like gear left in here. It looks like whatever they were unpacking, they took with them, or they were moving elsewhere.
Mm-hmm. And we didn't see if there was like the impression of the. It doesn't matter. Yeah. I was like, if there was an impression of the other crate she looked at, if it was shaped as anything, like a sword or arm, a leg.
I mean, there's at least like another 9 crates you guys didn't touch.
Now that I have this strength, I'm just gonna go ahead and go through and rip all these crates apart to see what
Okay,
else.
so you started ripping these crates apart. You guys watch Alöndrea, ripping these things apart, like where he would have to use tools. He's just gutting them.
Impressive.
And I'm dodging.
And stuff starts to kind of come out of these crates. In one of them, you find a what you thought maybe might have been weaponry. You actually see a large arm, a matching iron arm. In another, you do find it looks like it's full of straw, and you kind of dig through it a little bit, and it looks like it's full of little bottles. Not quite. These aren't quite as delicately packed as the ones you guys saw earlier, but they're a lot of them are kind of similar colors. But you're not sure what they are unless you guys want to take a shot trying to figure out what they are.
I mean, it worked for the cleric.
Did you want to look? Did you want to play with them?
Yeah, I'm gonna pick some up and roll a medicine check.
Okay.
Baby.
Nice.
All right.
Make
You
sure
roll
it's not
medicine.
poison.
Go and do that real quick.
Does Kilm
21.
know anything? Would Kilm, do you know what these?
Oh, you want to go get them?
Oh yeah, we left him, huh? Yeah, we would get him, right? We should
I
have
call
called him.
him. I was like, kill him. Just leave the dogs. Let's fuck the dogs, unless you got them under control.
What'd you get, Alöndrea?
21.
21. Okay.
Nice.
So you start looking at these, and you kind of lift them up and open and smell them a little bit. They definitely are not organic. they're definitely not like, you're pretty sure they would cause you to start puking. Like they're definitely not organic stuff.
No, I'm not a genius of these matters, but if I had to guess, these might fuel this iron beast that is within these crates.
Yeah.
Let us separate its parts then.
Yeah.
And then I'm just going to use the leg and smash it.
Okay, so you start trying to smash the
Nice.
So you start smashing it. You guys can smell the smell that comes off this is almost it's very alchemical. You can smell a bunch of chemical things kind of mixing and blending together as he smashes this crate full of these little bottles of whatever they are. But they definitely were not for consumption. They would definitely burn.
All right. Well.
Yeah.
So they were trying to unpack.
So that was both of the rooms. Now, can we see any other rooms?
Yeah, there's a room going to, we'll say, the north on the opposite side of where the bar is.
All right, let's just make our way over there and leave these off-smelling chemicals.
The door to this room is just wide open, and it looks like it goes into kind of like a hallway. And you can see that there's like several rooms on each side. There's a room on each side, and then there's a room across the way.
Well, if I had to guess, I'd say there's probably more pieces of this giant robot in each of the rooms.
You did manage to find after you ripped open the crates. You did find 2 legs, an arm, and the other arm as well.
You know, I don't suppose that while we're smashing all this, there was any way we could have used this thing.
What if we could not wield its power?
Yeah. Some powers aren't meant to be used, even if we mean to use them for good.
That's the guy who chugged a potion filled with a giant's toenail and is now crazy buff.
What's with the buzzkill? Let's do this.
Captain Bring Down.
Oh, I'm well learned, and I am well endowed, as you can see.
Anyone can ride a dissolved toenail. It is definitely Alöndrea.
But I'm well learned in ways of medicine, and consuming a potion that you believe to be good and resurrecting an iron beast are 2 different games altogether.
I can't argue with a naked, well-oiled man.
Listen to my pecs.
Yeah.
Just imagine I'm Terry Crews over here.
All right, that's enough of this conversation.
I do it back.
I'm gonna look around to secure the other rooms and check them out, like anything that we have, and making sure that nobody's in the way.
So you look at these 2. The room off the room off the right. You kind of take a look in, and it looks like it's kind of a makeshift bunk. Like there's like some beds set up in here. Doesn't look very comfortable. Looks very like they kind of slapped it together out of like old crates, basically, and straw.
Does Kilm recognize any of this? Sorry.
But it looks like it was quickly abandoned. You can see there's some stuff on the ground. The foot lockers are knocked over. You can see their contents aren't much.
I look over at the Bugbear. I was like, "Hey, Bugbear, where is everybody else? What are we missing?"
Are these your quarters?
I mean, he's like, you guys gave him a head start, like a 10-hour head start. They took off probably.
Where's the hidden exit? Where would they run? If you were with them, where would you have absconded to?
Well, they were bringing we were told to bring the crates in from up here. The next room over, you'll see.
Okay, take us that way.
He's like, I'm not going in front.
Don't go in front, you furry chicken shit. Just come lead us. Let's go.
All right. So he kind of points to the way, and in this room you come into. It's fairly good size. Of note in the room is a large, about 10-foot wide circle in the room, in the middle of the room, carved into the stone.
Perhaps an area where they put this iron creature to activate it.
Can I do an investigation of the room?
Yeah, go for it.
That is 15.
15. Okay, so you start digging around the room, and you can kind of see that like it looked like there was a lot of traffic inside of this circle, and you can see that people are coming in and out of it, but that's pretty much what your best guess is.
Yeah, this is a teleportation. This looks like it might
Yeah,
be.
you're kind of putting it together, Norovar. You've heard about these kind of teleportation circles, and this looks like a permanent teleportation circle that was being used.
Is there any indication of how to activate it?
You kind of look around and you're not seeing much. There's not like a lever or a button to push. It's more of like there's you got to have something that can wield that kind of magic.
Bugbear, do you have any idea how this Stargate works?
Stargate works. He's like, yeah, you got to call James Spader. All right, no, but he said Kurt Russell and James Spader will do it. No, he says, he's like, he's like, they just told us to come in here, stuff would be there, and to move it around and take it where they wanted it. It was like I was just mostly watching out for everybody. I wasn't really in here much, but
So you were useless.
I lure one of the dogs.
We did take a long break while these people all escaped.
True.
Is there any sort of indication, like, is there anything in the room that might help me indicate where this thing goes?
what's that again?
Had a wizard.
Yeah. He's asking if there was any clues to where the teleportation circle would go to.
No, the Killen kind of tells you that like he's like they were just bringing supplies in through it from what I gathered.
All right, let's just keep moving forward. It doesn't seem like there's much more we could discover.
I kick some of the rocks out of the circle, so it's no longer like a connected circle. Not that I know that it does anything, but
No, it's more of of a circle, and it's like
Dug in.
engraved in the ground,
yeah,
like carved.
okay.
Yeah, you'd have to kick pretty hard.
Never mind.
But yeah, you guys kind of look around and see all the stuff that they're unpacking. You have to say that like whatever they're doing down here, it's actually a pretty elaborate setup. They weren't just hiding out here. It looks like they were setting up shop.
Yeah, constructing.
Well, we at least
devices.
disrupted that, but wish we would have gotten more than when I gesture over him. No offense. Is there any more avenues left to go, or are we at a dead end?
there's another set of kind of like hallways out this way. Killen kind of says, look, I don't know what's down there, and he points to this one like hallway. He says, but we were told not to touch that or mess with that at all.
Okay.
That is the way we should go.
That's where we're going.
The murder monk agrees.
I want to touch some shit.
All right.
So Alöndrea is there, shirtless, with his mace and his bright shield. It's forte. The rest of you are kind of like, who's taking? I'm guessing Alöndrea is in the lead because it just feels like you're large and in charge now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you kind of roll on up. Everyone else is kind of no pun intended, in tow.
Follow Grease
right.
Lightning.
I'm gonna kick the door open with my
There's not even a door. There's not even a door.
I just wanted to use my iron leg.
Okay. As a battery. Okay. So you bring this iron leg with you. And have your bright shield strapped to your back. You have iron leg in one hand and shield in the other. And you kind of come up to this hallway, and the hallway is actually decently wide. You walk down it for a little ways, maybe like 40 feet, and it opens up into a much larger room than you've ever seen. And down here in this room, you can see that there's like a series of tables, like kind of stone slabs, permanently in the room. And you can see that a lot of the supplies that you've kind of seen pieces of here are well organized in this room. But of note is specifically, you notice a large iron sculpture resting on top of one of the tables.
What's it missing?
It's
A leg?
missing it's missing an arm and some legs.
And a crotch.
How many legs?
Missing 2 legs.
How many do we have? One?
We have
You guys
2 in the
you guys can
arm.
go get 2 legs. You have 1 arm.
Yeah,
right now,
we could go back.
Let's go get another arm.
Good
All right, let's
activate
go
him.
get it.
though. Okay. So you guys go and get the rest of the pieces.
But let's
Yeah.
put his legs in his arm sockets and his arms in his leg sockets.
Yeah, it's
So he
more
can't
of
hurt
like
us.
seams. You can
Okay.
see where they've attached one of the arms, and it's kind of it seems like it's not like welded to it. It's more of like it's like seamed into it, so it makes like one giant piece. And you can see that there's like a numerous set of these reagents that they had kind of laying around it, emptied.
How do we control it?
Probably need the reagents I smashed.
But that might just bring it to life. But how do we control it? We should bind it just in case. No, that'll make it angry.
Yeah.
Perhaps we'll just talk nicely to it.
Can I investigate the room a little bit more?
Yeah, sure. You dig around Norovar. You can see there's more tables, so it looks like they were ready to do quite a bit of work. There is definitively a lot of you are seeing there's like stacks of like parchment, fine quality parchment and ink. It looks like they were getting ready to start like scribing stuff, doing some serious magic in here.
Directions.
Looking like a golem.
How to put it together.
Yeah, you're all pretty sure this is a golem of some sort. However, though, it is certainly inactive and has certainly not. It is not put together, and it definitely looks like they were getting ready to start get it up and running, but they were disrupted.
I wonder what disrupted them.
All right. I could see nothing good coming out of this, so I just pick up that iron leg and I start smashing the iron body with it.
Okay.
Good job.
As you start smashing iron on iron, you're creating numerous sparks and just ching boom, and you deface both the parts quite a bit. They're still recognizable, but they're definitely not as exquisitely crafted as they once were.
Right.
Norovar, in your investigation, you kind of notice though, in the corner you see a series of jars or like vats, like not vats, but like very large jars, like this baby size, and they're full of like kind of liquid in different colors. They seem to be almost active, like they're reacting. They're still reacting.
Right.
Interesting.
Do I recognize them at all in my sight?
Make a Arcana check.
9.
9. You're looking at them and you're like, maybe they were like making potions or trying to make more reagents. You're not really sure what the hell you're looking at, but there's definitely like energy in it, like in the sense like it's moving, kind of swirling around a little bit.
Okay. Are there any other rooms, or have we reached the end? Is there any other openings?
No, there's still ways off of this place. Yeah, there's like another hallway off to like the left of this room,
Okay.
going further in.
I mean, we've clearly disrupted their ability, whatever nefarious plot that they were about to do with this golem. Should we continue to smash some of these chemicals, or just is that?
I feel like these reagents are more powerful than the beast itself, because you can't control the beast unless you have the reagents. So why don't we just continue to smash as we go to ensure that they can awaken this beast, which could obviously wipe our entire party out.
You guys do this whole montage of smashing all of this, very expensive gear. There's reagents everywhere. You can smell the alchemical smells. You guys give into your destructive urges, taking out your frustrations on this room thoroughly. Yeah, right. Exactly. Andrea's ready.
Oh, nuts.
you go ahead and just cut it all up, and Norovar, you go over to these large vats, or the vats of these large containers, and smash them open. The first one smashes no problem, and you can kind of like see like the liquid pour out of it, and it kind of reacts with the ground and some of the other reagents. You smash the second one, and what's weird about this one is that when you smash it, the glass breaks around it, but it retains its shape.
Ooh, like Jello.
Sorry. Cool. He said it, not me. I wasn't trying to go there, but he did it.
Okay. I was like, I think to myself, I just can't help but feel like we've missed an opportunity here, but it's good just to at least break up whatever they were going to do.
Can I touch
okay.
it?
I lean out with my dagger and I touch the gel.
Okay.
Is there any reaction as I try to cut it, or?
Yeah. This one. Sorry, give me a second, real quick here. Let me go find it real quick here. Okay, here we go. Okay. You put you go ahead and you push your dagger into it, and it begins to sizzle. Your dagger begins to sizzle.
Okay then.
All right,
I
everyone,
definitely pull it
let's
Okay.
Let's-
you pull out your dagger, Norovar, and like half of it is gone.
Oh shit.
all right, everyone, let's back up a little bit towards the other door on the other side. I want to sacred flame this thing and see what happens.
Okay. You go to Sacred Flame it. So your Sacred Flame, roll the damage for it.
Automatic hit.
It's another type of jelly.
7.
7. Okay. You go ahead and like you Sacred Flame it, and you see the thing kind of like flare up a little bit, like it starts to lose its shape and kind of like it creates a more violent shape. Norovar, I need you to make an intelligence saving throw.
Oh shit.
I
Uh-oh.
rolled a 1.
Roll
Oh.
one. Okay. Norovar, you take 4 psychic damage.
Oh,
As you do, you feel the pain of this thing that like it feels from like the flames into your mind. And, like it like hurts you too.
Connected.
Fuck.
It is some weird creation they must have constructed. Jelly. Sentient jelly.
The weapon.
Yes.
sent-
We shouldn't harm it anymore, I suppose.
So
if it-
Norovar, you're down a dagger and a few hit points.
Yeah, I know.
How's life?
How was your nap?
Yeah. So yeah, you see Alöndrea, you see this all unfold as he you can see his mind being attacked by this thing, and like it's like kind of like reacting to its environment.
Did it seem like it was hurt at all by that?
Yeah, you burned it. I mean, it definitely seemed like it was in pain, and then it then took that pain and pushed it into Norovar, who is the closest person to it.
I hum a song to it.
What's
Some
up?
weird.
Yeah, I hum a tune to it. Like in Ghostbusters 2, you know, it's like that kind of.
I'm just like, man, this is some weird shit.
Yes, it's
Sounds
That's
really
your
weird.
love.
I'm gonna stand back from this, holding my head.
All I can think now is that the Shining should have had a musical number.
Nothing happens. This
Smashing
is
things and
strange.
standing close to things.
Okay. Yeah, so you this thing kind of goes back and retains its shape in that cylindrical shape that it was holding.
We should not disturb it anymore, I imagine. Do not know what it is.
Oh,
Is there anything left that we haven't smashed other than that thing?
You guys spend a better part of some time smashing it. As you are smashing it, Alöndrea, you can feel the leg in your hand, or the I think it was the arm that you're using to smash with, starts to get extraordinarily heavy. You're not sure if you can keep holding it up or not.
no.
Shit. Your pectoral is
Yeah,
shrinking.
and you see Alöndrea's physique start to fade away.
Yeah.
Grab the armor.
Yeah, I'll start preparing the armor for him.
Okay, so you bring out Alöndrea's armor as his mighty physique fades away.
Aw.
You there,
Do you
Fry?
even lift, bro?
You okay, man?
Bummed.
He's sad.
He is sad, I guess. Okay.
You're just a wee little man now.
You got to get them the natural way, my friend.
Can I have my clothes back?
Yes.
Okay,
Here you go,
so
my friend.
Alöndrea is not like, not like a. I mean, he's still pretty cut. He's still he's still pretty buff, but he's not like as buff. He's not hardcore shredded. He's not pulled.
I will introduce you to Lord P90X's program that I use.
Good.
I get it. He doesn't have a dad bod, but okay. Let's just,
So, you but yeah, you guys. I mean, this lab, whatever is left of it, it is smashed up. But Norovar, as Norovar learned, there's certain parts maybe you might want to leave alone that might be a little dangerous to let out. They were in containers for a reason.
We should get out of this area and light it on fire.
But you do see that there is a narrow hallway headed out of the room.
okay.
How narrow?
You can get through, okay?
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and investigate. I'm gonna move forward and investigate the hallway.
Okay. Make an investigation check.
22.
Okay.
21. Excuse me. 20.
You look at the hallway before you walk into it, and you kind of look in the door has been left open. It's been left ajar. It looks like whoever was going through just rushed through here and got out pretty quick. They didn't take much with them, you're pretty sure. And as far as the hallway goes, it seems unremarkable. But you could definitely feel that like there's a lot more to this place. The air coming through there feels a little more I don't want to say clean, but it definitely feels cleaner than the air you're in right now.
Okay.
I could use a break from this stench.
But no traps or anything.
You didn't find anything, like the door's not trapped or anything like that.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I start moving through.
Okay.
Time to leave this small crawl space.
All right. So Norovar, you begin moving through, and you're finding the rest of you guys move through the room, all clothed now, and you, as you kind of come through, Norovar, you come up and you hear something talking to you.
Oh.
Norovar, you hear words, and all of you start hearing these words saying, it's in a language I don't think any of you speak, actually.
Let me check.
Yeah. I'm looking at your guys' languages. Yeah, I don't
Oh,
think any
yeah.
of you speak this.
Just common
You start
Sylvian.
hearing words in a language you do not recognize, Norovar, and they stop. After about, like, they talk for about maybe like 7 seconds, and they stop.
This is in in my head, or
No,
we hear?
you guys all hear it.
Do I recognize the language? Should I do a check for that?
Make a quick history check. I'll give you advantage on this too, Norovar.
Would be the benefactor?
10.
10. You're pretty positive. You're not sure which dialect of it, but it sounds like High Vol language, which is the language of Zzahsh's people.
Shit.
Like the language they would speak to each other.
No, that doesn't sound good. That might have. You guys, do you think that was the language of the Zzahsh people?
Yes.
But
Do you recognize it?
that said, Norovar, you do kind of like you've heard for a while, and it begins to repeat. And you look off to your right, and you can see a mouth mounted in the wall speaking these words.
It's mounted to the wall?
No, there is a mouth on the wall speaking these words.
What?
I look at it and it's like, if you want us to understand or be scared, you might want to speak it in our language.
Don't
The
speak
second
that
time,
garbage.
It stops speaking for a second time, and it begins speaking for a third time.
We don't speak that garbage in infernal language. Zzahsh.
And when I say a mouth on the wall, I don't mean it's made out of stone. I mean it has lips, teeth, and a tongue.
I look
scream
at it.
out.
I grab its tongue. Just kidding.
Okay, so Tyralus is like, let me through, and you go over and you grab its tongue, and it's still speaking, like it's still trying to talk, but like it doesn't seem hindered by your action. But you can't make out what it sounds like muffled, much more muffled now.
I let it go.
This is garbage. Your hand's like it is a little slobbery, but it's not too bad.
Oh.
Jesus Christ, fucking sick, dude. Yeah, it stops speaking for a third time. We broke Andrea.
Oh shit! That was amazing.
I think maybe.
What about the skull? Your crotch piece?
What about my potions?
Oh, the potions. Maybe the one will allow us to
Or the
understand things.
As you guys begin to deliberating what to do, Dzog Chen, you start feeling like the ground shifting a little bit.
Oh.
Time to move.
ground shit.
Shifting. Ground shit's what he's into, but yeah, ground shifting.
I try to gain my balance.
It's not like a big shift. It's just kind of like a quick little jolt, and you guys feel. Then everybody feels a kind of a large shift.
I say, I'm just gonna scream out. It's gonna be like, I think we prepare yourselves, and then I scream at the mouth. I say, speak common or die.
So as you guys are all kind of starting to scream, and you scream at the mouth begins speaking in the more common tongue. This is the fourth time it's spoken,
and I say, that's right.
And it says your fate is sealed. And as soon as it says that, the entire hallway you guys are in, you feel it kind of like shift, and you can now feel it like plummeting down the whole hallway.
Whoa!
Grab on to somebody.
Okay, you grab on. You guys go grab it on, and you guys come into free fall for a brief moment, and then you feel it just stop. It doesn't. You don't slam, like it doesn't smash or anything like that, but you feel it stop. And you guys can hear from both sides of the hallway now, like hissing and chittering coming towards you.
Prepare yourselves!
That's what I just said.
And cut.
And scene. That is today's game.
Is the bugbear still with us?
Oh no, he wasn't willing to go further. Like he.
Okay.
He was scared.
I'm gonna find you, kill! I yell.
You saw
vengeance upon you! Yeah.
How do I change my background? I don't even remember how I got it.
Zoom in
Preferences?
So the settings and backgrounds, yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, John. That was great.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I'm having a hard time reading you right now, man. Is that sarcastic, or are you seriously had a good time?
No, I had a good time.
Okay, good. Yeah, I like the ooze. That was improv.
Yeah.
Was the ooze doing weird shit?
That was cool.
I was
like, if you start poking, if you poked at it with the dagger, it didn't really care because it's like I can just eat that. But then when you start sticker flaming it, it's like no, I'm gonna fuck everyone up. Like I'm gonna start lashing out.
Yeah, Ghostbusters 2, man.
It's Ghostbusters
that was very
You gotta make the ooze happy, and then it'll like be happy. It had negative energy, and it got all mad.
Yeah, when you start trying to burn it, it's like no. This is I don't consent to that. I consent to being stabbed because I can eat the dagger. But no, okay. But you guys got smashed. That was fun. You guys got smashed.
Yeah, it was fun.
I mean, that was like tens of thousands of gold pieces worth of reagents you guys smashed. So congratulations. But
it's called principle, John.
It is true. You guys, there is one thing about this group, and they are principle. We'll go.
I was about to say that's not our party. I'm just saying another party would definitely have.
I could see that scene in my head very clearly. All of us just.
Yeah, I was just thinking like a montage of everyone having a fun time smashing. And then,
I know. I was just imagining me naked with like my leg just like swinging around.
Yeah. Yeah, no, Alöndrea, you definitely drank the potion, and I mean, you had a good time smashing. It was very primal for you, beyond your ordered life dedicated to coup. But this was like, but the good times at the end.
I've heard elves say that is very cathartic to break
Every
things. So.
hallucinogenic journey must end with reality.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're gonna come down.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's gonna be like Alöndrea's like catchphrase from now on is like, hey guys, remember that time I had those pecs? Those ruled.
Made him dance like
were
Terry
pretty
Crews.
They were
Yeah,
pretty
man. Yeah. All right. Well, that's it, folks. We'll catch you next week, and we'll pick it up next
Awesome.
time. I will say this too. I have because of things in my household and us kind of like work being rearranged. I will have better access next time to the battle cam.
Oh,
So we will have the
Nice.
battle cam next time. We will
Yeah.
lead off with the battle cam.
it's always a favorite.
It is a favorite. All right, folks.
Favorite
Well, I'll
for
catch
us.
you guys all later. Thanks for tuning in.
Guys.
Hey.
Good times.
Bye.